Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft experience. We are here. What is this, episode like 87? I think it's episode 87. Probably episode 87. Today we are here in my house. Oh, so secret. Don't tell anybody about that. Welcome. Today is something a little bit different. Actually, it's not too different. Hopefully it won't be too different. I just like starting on a different spot in my house or in my world sometimes, just so that the new beautiful people can kind of see what I've already built and then go back and check out that episode. So that's why I'm here. That's why I showed you the little hidden area thing. Today is actually something very special. Today, and I struggle to say this. I struggle to say this because I know what happens now, and it's a very awkward thing. Today, we hit 300 beautiful people. Yes, 300. 300. This is Donuts. I kick him off the thing. I don't know. That was like a really bad noise that he made. I apologize. Yes, 300 subscribers. Absolutely fantastic. I'll have to look up how fast that was because that was definitely faster than the first 100 and the second 100. So we are hopefully gaining speed here with these videos, and I'm very excited to see that. Hopefully, I know in the last week I got a really good comment on the audio quality of my of my voice. This is my radio voice. Hello, my name is Donuts. Call me. Do you want my number? I'm lonely. Please, I'm desperate. I play Minecraft for a living. No, but yes, so hopefully my audio quality is on par with some of the better stuff out there. I've done a couple different things in the past like episode and a half. Like the last half of last Wednesday's episode was a really good episode for audio quality. So that is something that I definitely have been improving upon, and it's video quality up next. So that is good. But today, for this first little introduction, I wanted to show you this. I love it, by the way, when your fist does this, because I feel like I have my hand up like a servant, like, let me show you my world. That's the way I feel with this hand, but then it'll go away if I like switch to something, I don't know. But anyway, we have finished this little tiny area. This was a very fun project, fun couple episode project, something small, something little, but it actually makes a big difference in the world. And actually something that I just thought about just now was looking at the map of this world now that is there. That will be quite the difference. Wow. Oh, that just looks so good. It feels like that part of our castle is complete. It feels like it's done, finished, like that's an actual area now. I want to do the same for this area, all around this place. And judging by how many episodes it took me to do this, you guys are going to be able to understand how long this series is going to endure, and hopefully it will. It's been fantastic, this series, to encourage me to play and all that good stuff. And it's because of comments from, oh no, I forgot the man's name. Go Donkov something. I don't know, but he recommended this, he or she recommended this, putting these snow blocks here. I tweeted out a picture. You can go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you don't already. This is genius. I love this, and I'm gonna do more of this because I think it's beautiful. I know for a fact the ice spike biome has a whole entire snow blocks, but right here, and it's just this little facade right here, just this. That alone feels so cold and dark and just dirty, like uncomfortably cold. And I love that. I think that's fantastic. I think that is so great. And something that I ran with it, and I decided, hey, let's add some packed ice down here. I went over to here. I was like, hey, let's add this creepy little cave feel underneath here. This is where the waterfall falls out of our little sculpture thing. This is our like awesome frames per second area. For some stupid reason, we get 50 frames over here. It's ridiculous. And so this is a really nice little detail that's a really immersive thing, as opposed to just having a blank area here. You have that touch of human, I guess it's really natural human touch, in the sense that I put it there, but it's still nature-y, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just finished this area out. Other than that, I finished this area. Not a whole lot of flowers, just kind of the typical bone meal stuff. Maybe some mushrooms, maybe some buttons here eventually, but I think this is quaint for now. I added some leaves, vines, pumpkins, melons to light up the place, and it feels very, very natural. I really love it. I think it's great. Like I did last episode, I can come over here, grab our fishing rod that is perfectly enchanted with everything on it. Perfect. I don't want to throw it there. Sit back here, relax, and I tell you, night times like this, just so relaxing, so nice, quiet. Waiting for the fish. Oh, pufferfish. Isn't that just so great? Hey, by the way, let's just you and me talk right here for a little bit. I'm in a wedding. I'm in my friend's wedding, and I have a rehearsal to go to here. So this is the introduction that you get. Project is finished. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do for the rest of the episode, which I know is poor YouTube thing for me. It's a poor thing to do on YouTube, but hey, I'll have a cut. It's going to be the weekend for me. I'll have the wedding. I'll go through all the stressful times. I'll be thinking, what can I build in Minecraft during my friend's wedding? So you guys know that's going to happen. So, oh, by the way, what do you think of the GUI, the graphical user interface? Did that not get in? No, it did. It's a little bit smaller, right? You can tell it's a little bit smaller, but I think it's a little bit better. I think I kind of like it a little bit more. I used to have this, if you go way back to my first PC videos, this is the way it was. And I think it's kind of nice for a couple reasons. One, the interface is not in your face. I guess that's really only one reason, but that's good because one, you're not focused on that, you're more focused on the game. And the reason that is all well and good is because we have an absolutely beautiful texture pack on. So I think that's a good way of kind of showcasing it, kind of focuses our attention on the game a little bit more rather than here. And here it's kind of nice, it's kind of small. You can kind of go from here to there a little bit easier than you could go from like here to over here and do inventory stuff like that. So that's my thoughts on it. I might keep it for a couple of episodes. We may just switch it up every now and again just for fun. This guy, oh, he's insane. And this guy's new, hello. And he is our mule. I bred this guy with this guy last episode. And we got this guy, he finally grew up. And he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He needs a saddle. Get him a saddle, Donuts. Did it go over there? Where did it go? Where did the saddle go? And I bet you know where it went, because item frames are broken. I added in a couple of these alliums and those blue orchids. Are they blue orchids? They might be. Hey, where did the saddle go? Oh, it went out here. Okay. So yeah, he's actually not that bad of a mule. I'll just show you guys this really quickly. He can actually jump. Oh, let's take one of these guys. That's a half slab, right? Yeah, okay. And then we'll take these two guys. Have you heard of a mule? Have you heard of a mule being able to jump 2.5 blocks? Because I haven't. And this guy can do it. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? 2.5 blocks. That's very good. That's a good mountainous steed. That's a good mountainous mule. So that's really good. He helped. He's such a big help. He has a chest inside of him, so that I always thought this looked really weird. Like, it's just in his butt. Like, it's in his flesh. Like, that's cruel and unusual. But it's very good. He helped me get all the stuff back from here, and he's going to be a big help from now on. So that is that. I am going to leave you, beautiful people. I've wasted enough of your time. I just wanted to show you what I have done, and I wanted to honestly thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. It's fantastic, the comments I get. I mean, really, I look at myself and I'm like, I just wasted these guys' time, and I just, did this episode. Nothing really happened. I showed them some cool builds, and they comment here and they're like, dude, you need more subscribers than you have. And I'm like, oh, well, you can subscribe, and bam, bada bing, bada boom, problem solved. But honestly, I thank you guys so much for your support. It's a very big encouragement, and cannot thank you enough for your constant support. So I will leave that be, and we will get to the second half of this episode actually building. So I will leave you to that. Take it away, After Weekend Donuts. And thank you, previously post or pre-weekend donuts. This is post-weekend donuts now talking to you. Welcome back, everybody. Man, what a day yesterday was. Absolutely insane. Yes, I've recorded that first little introductory part quite a while ago. I even forget what day it was. Probably like Thursday or something. Man, long time ago. After the wedding, after the weekend, wedding went perfectly without a hitch. Nothing went wrong. I'm just kidding. A lot of stuff went wrong, or not according to plan. Not necessarily wrong, but in the end, it was perfect. My friends got married, and in the end, that is all that really matters. And it was perfect. It was great. It was outside. It was up in the mountains. If you follow me on Instagram, I've been trying to post there a little bit more recently. If you follow me there, this might not be so good. Load in world. Yes, if you follow me there, I have posted quite a few pictures of my weekend there, and it is just gorgeous. I may throw in a couple pictures here as I move about my way. It was just absolutely stunning, unbelievable. And I just realized over the weekend that sometimes me living in Colorado is just taken for granted just a little bit too much, right? Like there's one thing I posted on Instagram. There's a shot of something, and I literally live 30 to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour away from that scenery, and it's just, oh man, I was waving my hand, knocked over my drink almost. That would have been bad. There's a lot of expensive stuff here. Shouldn't do that. Yeah, I just take it for granted so much. It's just so beautiful. I posted this morning my drive home from church. It's just so gorgeous, and I realized that people don't live here. People aren't around this sort of terrain. This land generation is quite nice here in northern Colorado near the Rocky Mountains. It's just gorgeous. It's just simply beautiful. And so that is something that was definitely a good choice for a wedding. However, with that, we live in Colorado, which, if you're not from Colorado, means whatever weather you think we might have, we will have within a week. It is May, right? It's May. We all know it's May. Colorado does not know it's May, because yesterday, May 23rd, right in the middle of summer, the beginning of summer, we got a little bit of wind in the morning. Not too bad. It was pretty good, actually. It was really good for pictures. We took our pictures. It was bright and sunny, as you can probably tell in some of the pictures that you see on Instagram, and I may or may not show here. I might not, but I might. I don't know. Very beautiful in the morning. 10 o'clock starts getting a little cloudy. 10:30 is when the ceremony is supposed to start, and as soon as the ceremony starts, I go up because I'm one of the groomsmen, and I go up there and I see a drop of water on the groomsman in front of me, and my eyes widen, and I go, uh-oh. That's not gonna be good. That is not good. Uh-oh. And as the ceremony continues, more and more rain starts. Of course, we're at high altitude, so the clouds kind of move faster, and it's a more noticeable change up there. But man, it was just the minister, our preacher, had to go a little bit faster than usual. But in the end, it was great. It was really good. So the weather at the reception I think that's what it's called, the little party afterward. Just pouring rain towards the end of that. It was freezing cold. Felt so bad for all the bridesmaids because they were in dresses and like one layer, and all the men were in like tuxes and multiple layers and all that sort of stuff, which was definitely good for the weather there. But it was overall very, very good. This is a huge island. This is a huge, huge island. This is, by the way, where our tree farm is going to be. And I've decided if I don't know what I want to build, if I don't know what I want to do, I'm going to be doing this. Plus, I just kind of want to talk to you about the weekend because it did go quite well. Another thing about but having a ceremony up in the mountains is that some people don't know how to drive up there, and that's not to say that they don't know like how to drive, because it's roads and all that sort of stuff, but they don't know how to get there, and it was quite a trek. It's not like anywhere else where the roads are kind of a grid. It's windy roads, it's terrible directions, and if you're from like Colorado, you know the mountains are in the west, but when you're in the mountains, you have no idea which way is west or north or whatever. So it was definitely kind of confusing. And we, as the sort of wedding party, I think that's what it is, the wedding party people, we were late. You know, we were doing photos and we were late for photos, but that's all right. We had a really good photographer, one of our good friends, and he can get a bunch of great pictures really quickly. So the photos, we actually left earlier than we were supposed to from photos, and that was great. That was all right. But we forgot the programs. Now, why you need a program for a wedding, I don't necessarily know, because you go there, you read the vows, you read the thing, and then you say, I will, or I do, and then you kiss, and then you're married. Like, that's how weddings go, usually. So, why they needed a program, I don't know, but we forgot those, so we had to go back to the hotel and get those, and it was all stressful. We were about 5 to 7 minutes late actually arriving at the place, which was very stressful, especially with like half of the bridal party, or the wedding party. Clouds are ending before the water. Yeah, that's weird. So we were all stressed out there, and to kind of enhance that stress, the generators for the music were forgotten. We forgot, so we didn't have any music for the bride as she walked down, or any like formal music for when we walked down. And you would think, as like as a bridal, or as a bride, or as any sort of person who wants kind of like a really professional and well done wedding that I'm told a lot of you girls have, freaked out, right? You would be totally freaked out, and we were, kind of. But this is an interesting family, right? This is an interesting family, and it's just so wonderful because we were freaking out, but we said, all right, we just got to go without music, right? We just got to deal with it. There's not going to be music. So as the bride walks down, we all start singing the bride song, you know, the Here Comes the Bride, the classic song, the da 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 da. So you got the whole wedding party and probably some of the audience humming and singing this song, and that just goes to show you what these families are like. The bride, as she's walking down, she looks stressed because it's a very stressful time planning a wedding and executing the wedding. But as soon as she heard us do that, like, she smiled, and you can see like the weight and the stress just kind of left, and it was like, we're doing this now, you know, this is going to be a good thing, and it definitely paid off, and I was very happy that it happened like that, so it was very, very good. And yeah, I mentioned the rain, the weather, all that sort of stuff, and it was insane the amount of time that passed, because I was recording. I forget exactly what I was doing. I was probably just building a little bit here. I was editing, rendering, uploading Friday's videos, and at around 3:30, 3 o'clock, I'm going to say 3 o'clock, yeah, it was probably 3 o'clock, I start packing for this trip, because I I'm a procrastinator when it comes to packing, and I pack like a girl. I pack like for a week's worth of stuff before I actually go to the thing, so it's ridiculous. So I'm packing, and then at 4 o'clock, my ride gets here and we leave, and all of that stuff, we get to where the wedding venue is, and we get all that. We get dinner, we get our hotel, we finish up the centerpieces, and all of this transpires within 24 hours, because the next day at around 2 o'clock, that is when we start heading back. There was so much stuff that happened, and it's really insane. It was really fun, and they're really, really good people. They're some of my closest friends, so it was really good to get that experience with them, and I'm glad I did it. Really fun, really fun. So that is that. So as far as we are concerned here, this is going to be the Monday video. You get that little happy 300 episode, or 300 subscriber thank you, and that is so fantastic. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I believe it was on Thursday or Wednesday or whatever, I had said that I didn't want to mention anything because I knew what was going to happen. And what had happened was, well, it actually happened. What happened was somebody unsubscribed. So I was sitting at $2.99 at Friday for a couple hours, days, maybe even Thursday for a little bit. I think that's what it was. I came home Thursday night and I had $2.99 again. So I was sad there was all, and it's so weird because it's just one subscriber. Like doesn't like it's a lot, but the number is just really nice. 300. It's just really good. So, and it was all like, kick a rock here, throw some dirt over there. And then like Friday night I get like 3 more subscribers. 302 is what I'm at right now, and it's just great. It's just great. So I'm very, very happy with that. And I thank you beautiful people so much for all that sort of stuff. This is kind of what I'm going for. I'm kind of realizing this is a huge island. I do not want this big of an island. I may stretch this out a little bit more. I'll see what I can do, but what I've decided is to kind of go back to the theme that we got down here. And the rabbit farm, we gotta talk about that because it's a bad farm. It really is. Rabbits are so terrible to farm. But anyway, up top we have the wheat farm over there. You can see out of the corner of our eye. The wheat farm there, the rabbit farm. What else do we got? I think that's all of our farms. But our houses and stuff, they're really small on the top. But once you get underground, that's when the big mega farms are. That's where our big mega farm is for our wheat and our rabbit farm. And so that is what I plan to do here. I plan to have several floating islands, honestly, probably about this size right here that we got going on right here. I think that's a plenty big size. We'll dress it up with like grass and water and all that sort of stuff. How we're going to do the bottom of it, I don't know how to do the bottom of it. I mean, I know how to do the bottom of it because I've done it before. Look at all that dark spot down there. Because I've done it before. You just dig down a little bit, but this is way too big. I'm definitely going to cut it at least in half. At least in half, because this is too big of an island. I may build some blocks down, may curve it a little bit, maybe I'll build it from the bottom up. Start with one block here, and then curve it as I go up, get bigger and bigger platforms until we're something at like half this size. I may do that, but this is all coming down. I'm going to restart again because I'm really not happy with how big this is. I was being a little bit too advantageous, but after we get an island for and I think it might snow in one of these biomes. Oh, that's what I was planning. I was planning on having the oak or savanna or some regular tree here, and then a separate island right there above here, just so that it snows on it, so that can be our spruce wood island, and then have another island where our nether portal is, and then have another portal down there, where we can teleport up to here to these islands, and then a birch, and all the different types of tree down there, and jungles. Jungles are going to be really cool. And I was planning on having these islands go above these areas right here, and then have one island where you can jump off of, right, all the way down that ravine, and then have a slime block down there where you can bounce back up off of into a secret place there, where underground we have this huge area, just huge area. I'm not sure where, because I want the green grass. Maybe I'll have that come to a tunnel here so that I have this green grass area right here. Or maybe I'll have an island up there where I can jump through the water or something. I don't know. But then big underground tree area where I can harvest the trees and all that sort of good stuff right there. So that's my plans for that. That was how my weekend went. A little bit longer of an episode. 300 subscribers, a wedding, and a beautiful view. I said a beautiful view. There we go. Oh yeah, that's good. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing. And until the next absolutely beautiful Minecraft morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, have a great day.